permitting, people from across West Alabama will converge on the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater for family fun, a concert, and a big fireworks show. I spoke with the conductor of the Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra, DeMondre Thurman, about the symphony's role in tonight's celebration on the river. DeMondre, thanks so much for being with us this afternoon.
It's terrific to be here. Thank you.
Now, this is going to be, what, the third time that the symphony has played at the amphitheater to help us celebrate the 4th of July. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that's correct. This is the third year that we're putting on this concert to celebrate the 4th of July, and it's something that from the orchestra's perspective, we've really started to look forward to every year, and we plan it really far out in advance to try to create a wonderful atmosphere that involves music and, of course, the fireworks afterwards to help us celebrate our nation's independence. Really wonderful thing for us.
And you guys will be playing some patriotic songs, but there's a mix too. Tell us about that.
Sure. Yeah, it's all American music, which is really cool this year. We were able to pull music, traditional American music, marches, and we added music from the cinema. So now we've incorporated music from movies such as Schindler's List, Gettysburg, Crimson Tide, of course, obvious thing there, and films like that. And so we're sort of mixing the Americana with sort of the deeper meaning of our independence and what had to happen in order for us to be an independent country, the one that we have now. So the movies that deal with war have just amazing music, and we wanted to present that for us.
Now, so it's you guys, if you go and you hear the concert, it's going to be sort of John Philip Sousa meets maybe John Williams or Danny Elfman or something like that.
You got it. You've mentioned three composers that can't be left off of a concert like this.
There you go. That's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Exactly.
And this is a full-blown orchestra.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of times, you know, and no knock to any of our theatrical groups around here, but they go and they see a show, a musical, and there's probably about 8 or 9 musicians.
Sure.
And they're all very skilled, and many of them play 3, 4, 5 different instruments.
Sure.
You guys are going to have the full shebang out there.
Yeah, big string section, full complement of winds and brass, percussion all the way behind the orchestra. So it'll be a real deal, and we're excited. It's going to be loud, and it's going to be poignant, and it's going to be patriotic. We're really excited about it.
And like we mentioned earlier, this is the third time, the third go-around for you.
Yes.
And this has sort of evolved from the first time you've done it until now. If the folks at home went last year, maybe the previous year, how is this going to be different for them?
Sure. Well, 2 things. One, there's no intermission this year. It'll go straight through, so about an hour, 5 minutes of music. It'll go straight through. And where if you came last year, we featured Katie Hardman, I think was her name. She was a Miss America or Miss USA. And it was great. She sang, you know, sort of Americana, you know, the things that she used to win that pageant.
Right.
And whereas this year, we have a soloist, Mabs Nolan C. She's going to sing the Star Spangled Banner in another piece. But it's really featuring the orchestra this year, which we're excited to do, as opposed to last year where we featured Katie. And the year prior was almost like a classical concert, like one you might see indoors. Whereas this one is a true outdoor pops, short pieces, you know, and sort of inspiring music. And we're really looking forward to presenting that.
And when you're in an outdoor venue like this, most people think of, you know, an orchestra, you go to a symphony hall to hear that. But there's cool things that you guys can do. You mentioned you can have the full string section, you can have a guy on the timpani, and he can just destroy that thing if he really wants to, because the sound isn't restricted.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it creates a great atmosphere, particularly for you know, as a brass player myself, particularly for brass players, because you don't feel the urge to keep the sound at bay, and you can really kind of get it out there. And part of what makes playing a brass instrument, at least for me, special is that, you know, there's no instrument other than brass who can create that really strong moment that leaves an impact emotionally. So we're excited to present that.
It just sticks out in the crowd.
Absolutely.
There's no holding the brass back.
No,
many a soloist, vocalist has found that out
yes.
the hard way.
That's right, and poor viola's right in front of it, you know.
Super, super. Well, it's going to be a really good time, and hopefully the weather's going to cooperate for you guys.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to it.
Super. DeMondre, thanks so much for being with us.
Good to be here.
Don't forget, Celebration on the River is tonight at the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater. The fun starts at 6 p.m. The concert should start at 8, and the fireworks show will begin right after that. You can find out more online at tcpara.org.